Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Kaya, and today, what was that? Oh. Today, we'll be making candles. Now, these are the ingredients that you'll need. You will need beeswax, candle wicks, a popsicle stick that has a hole in it so you can put the candle wick in. Essential oils, you don't have to use it, but I will be using it to make it smell nice. We will be using dried flowers, that's optional. Color, which is also optional. Scissors, you will need that to cut the candle wicks. And these stickers that we will be putting on the bottom of the candle wicks to put into this container. You will need a container to put your candle in. You will need a thermometer, preferably a pouring pot, but realistically, anything that you can melt the beeswax in, and something to heat it up with. We will be using this little thing. It came with all this stuff that we will be making the candles in. Let's get started. Okay, so first step, if you have long hair, you gotta put it up. As you can see, I have my hair up. Now, second step, technically the first step, we're gonna put the beeswax into the container. Now, I'm gonna be making a couple candles, so we're gonna pour this whole thing in, okay? Pour the entire beeswax thing in. Oh, one little piece fell out. Just get all of these pieces. There we go. And then we're just gonna shake it out so it's even. It's about 250. So that will be enough to make about 2 candles. Small size though. And then we're gonna put this on and heat it up. I will be turning it to 3 to start with, and then we will, actually, let's start with 5. It goes from 1 to 5. We're gonna start at 5, and then we will turn it down if needed. Okay, and then every 10 to 15 minutes, we're just gonna go and check it to see what temperature it is. And the next step is to grab your container, one candle wick, unless you have a big container. If you have a big container, you'll probably want to do maybe 3 candle wicks, but that's just in my opinion. You're going to grab a sticker. We are going to put this sticker into the center, and you can remove the sticker, but you don't want to have to remove it too many times, so try to get it centered the first time. And it does not have to be perfect. Now, this is not perfectly centered, but it's good enough, so we're going to do this. And then you're going to grab your candle wick and take the sticker off, which I have already done. Then just stick the candle wick right onto that sticker. Then what we're going to do is we're going to grab our little stick, place it in, and see how it has a hole that just fits it? That's exactly what you want. You want to make sure that that's like center-ish. And then we're going to use our scissors and just cut most of it off. Now, the thing with this is you want strong scissors. So we might have to switch these scissors because these are kid scissors. Just give me 1 second because you are cutting a type of wax. So there we go. Now you might have a lot of excess candle wick, or you might just have a little bit. Either or is fine. You can't really reuse it though. So if you're using a small container, try to find small candle wicks so that you're not wasting a lot of wax. Next, we're just gonna wait a second, and it's starting to melt, but I don't think you guys can see. It's starting to melt, but it's not liquid yet, so we're just gonna wait a little bit longer until it turns into liquid. But we are going to do this on the second one. And here it is. Let's open that up and grab a candle wick. Grab a sticker. Don't take the top sticker off until you've placed it in and then take it off, just in case you have to replace it, because if you have to replace it, it gets a bit hard if it sticks on it itself. Yep, that's good enough. Remember, it does not have to be perfectly centered, just close enough, because you don't want it right to the side. And there's our sticker. I'm gonna put the candle wick on now. Stick that on. There we go. Then put the popsicle stick on, then cut. Like last time, I'm gonna leave a little bit of space, but we can, because you don't want to cut too much off and then there's not enough, but you do usually want to cut right to the wick. I'm just gonna cut a bit over though, just in case. And then we will cut the rest of it off later when we have that in, just because this is just to make it easier for later. And here's our two. And we are just going to get everything else ready. So we don't need the candle wicks anymore. So we're going to move all of this garbage away. Don't need the stickers anymore. We do need these two in. And you do need something to stir the wax with once it's in here, if you're adding stuff in. And we will need this in a minute. This we will be using, we'll need the scissors close to cut this big open. This we will be using once the wax is all melted, and we're gonna pour it in, and then we're gonna pour this in. But once the wax is all melted, first we have to add these two. This is the color. It's a different type of wax. You can probably just use crayon. You can use crayon, but I suggest if you buy a package and it comes with the colors, use that color. So you can use crayon or any other type of wax that's colored. And then we will be using essential oil, lavender, because that's kind of our theme right now, purple lavendery. So, and look at that, it's almost already all melted. Can't quite see it, but that's okay. Now we are just going to turn this on and check this. There's still a little chunk of it that's not quite melted at the bottom, but it is 62, 67.6, 72.5. It changes a lot. You want it to be pretty high, like above the 100s. So we're just gonna wait for a little bit longer. You want to check it. If it's not melting quickly, you'll want to check it like once it's melted, but if it's not getting up high quickly, you'll want to check it every once in a while. Like, because this one is going so high, now I'm just going to stir it to make sure that it's all breaking. And instead of using the thermometer, you'll probably want to use your stir stick. And I'm going to need something to put these two on so that we don't wreck our counters or anything. So, just going to stir it, and it's almost all melted. And then once it's all melted, and there's the cutting board. We're just going to put this right there. It's all melted. Yeah, pretty good. It is 82, 90, 96. It takes a second to read it. Now it's 102, 106, 111. It's getting pretty hot. But it does have to go to 150. 158 usually is what you try to go for. So it's pretty high right now, but it's not quite at that temperature yet. So we're just going to turn it down to 3. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add our essential oil. And we're just going to put just a little bit in, but not too, but still a lot. I'm going to put about that much, because you want it to be strong, but not super strong. I would say if there's like a sticker on it, I would say put it to the sticker. So we're just going to put a little bit more. But it does come out fast, so be careful. Okay, there we go. And then once we're done with that, we're going to add the color in. There's 1. And first we're gonna stir that up. And it's melted, it melts pretty quickly. So just gonna stir that up, and you can even smell it. It smells pretty good with all the lavender in it. Okay, and you can add the second color in. I will not be, because I like the color personally, but if you want it like very pigmented and very straight, then I would add the next one. Now we're just gonna test the temperature, because it needs to be at 158, around there. Now you just gotta wait a second, because sometimes it takes a second to go up. So we're at 118 right now, 130, 140, 150, 157, 163, and we are good. So once that is all ready, we are going to grab this, but you'll probably want to put something on your hands first. So let's grab that first. Now, we gotta turn off the burner. There we go. And we're just gonna move anything that we don't need right this second away. We're gonna need this in a second, so we're gonna leave that in the camera. Now, we're gonna grab something to hold it with. It gets very, very hot, the container, because it's metal. So you might want some adult help. We're just gonna grab this, go over here, and we are just going to pour it in. Try not to get it on the stick too much. But it's okay if you get a little bit on. Just gonna pour it all the way up. Not all the way, but like most of the way. And you will want some sort of like metal container. And we're just gonna put it up to, there is like a line right there. I don't know if you can see that, but that's where the lid's gonna go. So you're gonna want to fill it up to about there. And then we're just gonna do the next one. There we go. Yep. Okay, and then we're just gonna place this on the cutting board because it's heat resistant. And then we are just going to leave these here, and we're just gonna wait a little while. Make sure that your stick is centered enough. And you want to make sure, see, so this thing is straight. This one, it's not entirely, the candle wick isn't entirely straight, but that's okay because you won't be able to see it. And you just want it as straight as you can get it. And now, since we've done that step, we're gonna add the lavender. You can add any type of dried flowers. I suggest dried flowers, but you can also add dried fruit, or really, like you could add sparkles. That would be fun. But I'm gonna add my lavender dried flowers because I just love lavender, and this is kind of like a lavender purpley theme that we're going for, so. And you just wanna be careful. It's not really coming out, so we're just going to come over here. There we go. And just pour a bit. It does sizzle a little bit when you put something in because it's very hot, but that's why we use dried flowers. And then it should eventually go down the container, but you might just want to wait a second, and you can always stir it a bit. I'm gonna add some over here too. Now, I didn't add a lot to start with because we're just gonna wait for it to calm down a second, and then so we can stir it and get it going down to the bottom just a bit more. And then we're gonna add some more because I like lavender, and that's kind of the theme, so that's a lot more in this. This one doesn't have as much as this one, so we're gonna add still some more in this one, but not too much more. There we go. And then wait till it all fizzles down, and then we're just gonna bump that off a bit. There we go. And then just move it around a bit, just a little bit though. Now this one, it's all spread out through the top, and there's only a bit on the bottom though. So we're just gonna push it down just a little bit. And this one actually doesn't have a lot in the middle top area, but it's going around the edge. When that happens, you just wanna stir it around a bit more and get it like flowing just a little bit more. And we're gonna add just a little smidge bit more in this one. Now, you wanna stir it a bit more so that when it's drying, all the stuff doesn't go right to the side at the top. So we're gonna add a bit more into all of them. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Oops. Let's just grab the excess lavender, scoop that up. There we go. And add that in. Same with over here, because we want to add as much as we can. We don't want to make too much of a mess with all of this. There we go. Oh, that's okay. Because as you can see, it's still staying up. This is just to make sure that when you're pouring it, it doesn't go around everywhere. So, and then I'm just going to stir it just a smidge more. That one's looking pretty good. Just going to move it a bit away from the edge. There we go. And voila. Now, because we're using small ones, after standing for 8 hours, it will be all done. So we're just gonna let these dry. We'll probably move them to another spot just so that they're not in the way a lot. And then clean up. If you made a mess, clean it all up. And wait for 8 hours. If you have a big container, you'll want to wait for a little bit longer. And just in case, we're gonna wait a little bit longer than 8 hours, just because we did add a whole bunch of extra stuff. So, but the 8 hours is counting once you've stopped touching it. Okay? So once we move it, then that's when the 8 hours will start. Okay, and we'll show you guys the end result. Bye! Yeah, candles. Now I made one more off camera just because we had a bit more left. So here's that one. And now what we're gonna do is, so we kept the popsicle sticks on so that when we cut them, because you will have to cut it now, and just right to the very bottom, like that, and cut. There we go. And this one's looking pretty good, so we're going to use that. And this is just so that when you put the lid on, it'll stay. Now, you'll see that they're all hard now, and it feels and looks like normal candles. You can see the lavender in there. You can see the lavender in that one. And this one, we actually put some roses in it, which I like a lot. But it's not as pale as the other one. Okay? And when you wait and when you let them sit and let them dry and everything, they will go down a bit. So if you fill it up to somewhere, it'll probably go a bit more down when you let them dry and everything. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to put the lids on. And you want to make sure that the lid fits, because if it doesn't fit, you can always cut this little candle wick a bit more. But that's if it doesn't fit. Like this one, yeah, it fits pretty good. And there's our candles.